Do you really need a tiny waist to look elegant, or just the right cut, fabric, and color? After 50, great style isn't about squeezing your middle. It's about proportion, drape, and a clean vertical line that lets the eye move smoothly from shoulder to hem. Here's what we're dialing in today: 6 waist-friendly pillars that work in real life. We'll use A-line shapes to create space where you want it, peplum to suggest a curve without a belt, and strategic layering to build a long, uninterrupted column. We'll place color and print so they brighten your face instead of spotlighting your midsection. Pair high-rise bottoms with softly draped tops to rebalance your proportions, and choose fabrics that glide rather than cling. Then we'll refine with the right accessories and hair to pull attention upward. Match your choices to season and occasion so every outfit feels intentional, and finish with a 10-second exit checklist you can use before you walk out the door. Before we start, a quick gut check. Does your closet favor structure or stretch? Do black tops near your face add shadows, or does ivory lift you instantly? Keep those answers in mind as we build your personal, waist-smart formula. An A-line dress is the cleanest way to de-emphasize the waist while keeping the silhouette elegant. The rule is simple: secure a precise fit through the shoulders and bust, then let the skirt release. Build in 1.25 5 inches of ease at the bust and 2-3 inches at the hip so the fabric skims instead of clings. Aim for a hem sweep roughly 10–15% greater than your hip circumference. It creates visual space around the midsection without ballooning. When the upper half is crisp and the lower half flows, the eye tracks vertically rather than pausing at the abdomen. Length matters. For most frames over 50, a hem that falls 1–2 inches below the knee is the most leg-lengthening. Pedites often read best at the top of the kneecap with a 1.5-inch heel to extend the line. Necklines that open the face, shallow V, about 3–3. 5 inches deep or soft scoop, lighten the portrait area. 3/4 sleeves ending at the narrowest part of the forearm are reliably slimming and keep the composition balanced. Fabric does the heavy lifting. Choose cloth with gentle weight and a clean, matte hand. Fine cotton blends, washed linen with tighter weave, crepe at 150–200 G/m2, or pond at 180–240 G/m2. Avoid thin jersey and shiny polyester. Both spotlight texture and pull at the stomach. Use 2 quick tests. The pinch and drop, good fabric falls in a smooth curve, and the sit test, the front panel shouldn't imprint across the belly. A foolproof formula: navy A-line, slim cardigan that ends 1–2 inches past the hip, pointed toe flats or a low block heel, and a 20–22-inch pendant to reinforce the vertical line. If you like definition, add a narrow belt, a inch placed a 3-inch above your natural waist. Suggest the shape. Don't cinch it. In client fittings, I default to a hem just below the knee, an 8–9 cm V-neck and 3/4 sleeves. Photos look lighter, and posture reads taller without effort. With the A-line frame set, the next refinement is strategic illusion. A subtle peplum that suggests a waist without relying on a belt. Peplum creates the look of a waist without relying on a belt. The effect comes from control, not volume. Keep the flounce slim, the seam accurately placed, and the neckline lifting the face. Set the waist seam at your natural waist or drop it 0.50. 75-inch if your upper abdomen is fuller. That shift prevents the peplum from tipping out. Keep the flounce length in the 4–5 range, pedites 3–4 inch, and add only 2–4 inches to the waist circumference at the flounce hem so it releases gently instead of ballooning. Build 1.25 5 inches of bust ease so the top glides, and make sure shoulders sit flat. If the shoulder is off, the whole silhouette collapses. Necklines that open the portrait area, shallow V, about 3–3. 5 inches deep or bateau, draw the eye up and balance the flare. 3/4 sleeves that end at the narrowest part of the forearm are reliably slimming. Princess seams are powerful here. Those vertical lines carve length through the torso and control shaping so the peplum can stay minimal. Do you prefer a clean front or the subtle definition of princess seams? Choose fabric with soft structure so the flounce holds its line. Pont 180-240G/M2, crepe 150-200G/M2, or tightly woven cotton with 3–5% elastane. Avoid taffeta, rigid sateen, or glossy satin. Stiffness adds bulk and shine magnifies the midsection. Use 2 quick fit tests, the raise your arms test, the hem shouldn't ride up, and the sit test, the front shouldn't accordion or kick the flounce out. Is your flounce ending at mid-hip and adding volume? Shorten it by 0.5 1 inch and reassess. A foolproof outfit. An ivory peplum, dark high-rise straight-leg trousers, 11–12 inch front rise to lengthen the lower body, pearl studs and pointed toe flats or a low block heel. If you like a hint of shape, add a narrow belt a ½ inch wide placed an inch above your natural waist. Suggest the curve, don't cinch it. Rounded tummy, drop the seam slightly and keep the flounce smooth. Short-waisted, raise the seam an inch and reduce flounce length. Narrow shoulders, a micro shoulder pad, a ¼ inch, restores balance. Once the peplum has suggested the waist, the next refinement is a clean vertical line. Strategic layering and elongated accessories that guide the eye to move up and down the body instead of pausing at the middle. Layering builds a clean vertical line that softens the midsection without adding bulk. Use a simple formula: fitted base, fluid topper, related tones, and an outer length that clears the hip. Keep the inner layer sleek. Let the topper fall open to create a column from shoulder to hem so the eye travels up and down, not across the waist. Targets that work for most. Topper length 2–4 inches below the fullest hip. Sleeves pushed to show the narrow forearm. Side seams that hang straight. My go-to as a woman in my 60s, a navy knit shell and straight leg trouser as the base, then a 34-inch sand duster, pointed toe flats, and a 22-inch pendant. I look taller, the middle reads lighter, and everything stays comfortable. Choose pieces with soft structure. Dusters, fine-gauge cardigans, and open vests are ideal. Skip bulky cables, stiff denim, and heavy felted wool. Fabrics in the 150–250G/M2 range. Modal, viscose, crepe drape instead of thicken. Lapels 2–3 inches wide draw a subtle line. Vertical front bands or slim piping reinforce the column. Color harmony matters. Monochrome palettes keep the silhouette uninterrupted. Think charcoal with softer gray or olive with sage. Quick refine. Match your topper to your pants within 1 shade and let the top be a touch lighter near the face. Long pendants, 20–24 inches, or scarves to mid-torso pull attention upward. A structured, medium-scale bag keeps the look tidy. Fit checks take 30 seconds. Raise your arms, does the topper stay relaxed and vertical? Sit, does the front kick out or cling at the belly? Turn sideways, does the hem cut at the widest hip point? Adjust length by a 1 inch if needed. Which option makes you feel more confident? A long vest or a fine cardigan? Do you prefer a pendant or a draped scarf to extend the line? Have you tried matching topper and trouser to build a true column? With the vertical framework in place, the next refinement is color and print placement, small shifts that refine where attention lands. Color directs the eye faster than silhouette. To take emphasis off the waist and bring light to the face, build a column of color and control contrast. Monochrome or near monochrome pairings, navy with ink, slate with soft gray, olive with sage, make the body read as one continuous line. Place darker values where you want less attention, side panels, plackets, or the hip area, and keep the neckline area a touch lighter to bounce light upward. If pure black near the face creates hard shadows, swap it for charcoal, deep navy, or espresso to keep definition without the harsh edges. Think in values before hues. Keep the outfit within a narrow value range and let texture do the work. Mid-value tops are forgiving across the torso, Reserve high contrast for earrings, a lip, or a shoe, not the midsection. When you want gentle definition, use color blocking that places deeper shades along the side seams and a slightly brighter center, an optical tuck without a belt. Print scale matters. Choose medium-scale motifs that sit evenly across the garment. They create movement without planting a bullseye at the waist. Vertical elements, pinstripes, stitched pintucks, knife pleats, or fine plis pull the gaze up and down. Diagonal or watercolor florals blur edges and soften the abdomen. Avoid large polka dots, wide horizontal bands, or prints that concentrate at the midriff. They add width. Use the natural light test. Stand by a window, hold a swatch under your chin, and watch what happens to your skin, the whites of your eyes, and your teeth. The right shade lifts all three. If your face dulls, raise the value. Ivory, champagne, soft blush, or a cool pastel will restore glow. Most mature complexions look best in moderate saturation and medium lightness. Neon or jet black at the face tends to exaggerate shadows. Once color and print are steering attention correctly, fine-tune proportions with a higher rise and a softly draped top to complete the long, balanced line. High-rise pants with a softly draped top let the waist rest and lift your proportions. A higher front rise sets the waistband above the fullest part of the abdomen, lengthens the leg line, and smooths the upper stomach where mid-rise cuts dig in. Use a true high rise, 10-12 inches on most bodies. Petites often look best at 10-11, taller frames at 11, 5-12. 5. A contoured waistband 1.5 inches wide with light interfacing keeps the front flat without squeezing. Your top should fall, not cling. Choose rayon, silk crepe, or tightly woven fine-gauge cotton in the 130-180 G/M2 range, so the fabric skims the torso and breaks softly at the waistband. Master the half tuck. Place a shallow 3/1-inch tuck at center front and let the sides and back release. If your upper tummy is fuller, drop the tuck slightly. If you're short-waisted, raise it a touch to open the vertical line. Favor a shallow V or soft scoop neckline and 3/4 sleeves to keep the portrait area light. Select straight or slim straight legs for clean lines. For more ease, try a fluid wide leg. On a typical size medium, a 6.5-7-inch leg opening, measured flat reads tailored, while 8-9 inches creates a graceful column without bulk. Look for 1-3% elastane in suiting or denim so the fabric moves yet holds shape. In denim, 11-12 Oz weights are smooth and forgiving. In crepe or gabardine, 180-230 G/M2 delivers a crisp drape. A reliable formula: dark high-rise straight trousers, an ivory crepe blouse with a light half-tuck, pointed toe flats, or a low-block heel, and a 20-22-inch pendant to reinforce the vertical. 3 quick checks before you leave. Sit, the front shouldn't crease into the abdomen. Turn sideways, the hem should not cut across the widest part of the calf. Pinch the blouse, does it fall in a soft curve, not suction? Even with the right cut, fabric can still betray you. Next, refine material, weight, hand, and surface to lock in a smooth, slimming drape. Drape is the quiet power that lets a blouse skim the midsection instead of gripping it. Prioritize a matte hand, moderate weight, and a natural fall. Skip thin jersey and shiny poly/spandex blends. They cling, telegraph movement, and spotlight texture. Avoid rigid cloths like taffeta, coarse denim, or heavy gabardine that build bulk. Choose rayon, modal, or bamboo blends in the 160-200 G/M2 range, silk crepe at 14-16 mom, and finely woven cotton blends at 130-170 G/M2. These live in the sweet spot for coverage, airflow, and a clean line. Research out of the University of Leeds suggests natural fibers can reduce skin irritation by roughly 45% versus synthetics, useful as skin becomes more reactive with age. Use 3 fast tests in the fitting room. Pinch and drop. Gather a few inches of fabric and release. Quality cloth falls in a smooth curve rather than forming angles. The sit test. Seated, the front panel should not stamp the waistband or accordion across the abdomen. Window light. Hold a swatch under your chin. A low-sheen surface brightens the face and evens tone far better than gloss. Add an opacity check. If your knuckles are obvious through the fabric, expect waistband ridges to show. Manage stretch with intent. For blouses, 2–4% elastane is enough to move without suction. Beyond 6%, the fabric rebounds poorly and clings. In knits, look for a fine gauge and weights from 150g/m2 upward, so the surface photographs flat. Favor mechanical stretch weaves or compact jerseys that slide over curves without the rubbery grab. Tightly woven linen or linen rayon softens creasing while keeping you cool. Pick cotton sateen with a soft, low-luster finish rather than true satin at the face. Temperature control matters. In summer, rayon challis and bamboo viscose breathe while maintaining coverage. In winter, fine merino or smooth face pont layers cleanly under jackets. Reserve shine strategically, place it away from the midsection. If you love silk, choose crepe de chine or washed silk over satin. Both diffuse light and disguise ripples. Aim for a dry, papery hand around the stomach. It reads slimmer on camera. Construction influences drape. Narrow hems, baby overlocks, and bias binding keep the hem fluid. Wide, stiff facings make the front kick out when you sit. Interfacing should be soft. Crisp fusibles can ring the waist and create a ridge. Size for the shoulders. Then let a tailor release darts or side seams by an inch at the torso to restore the glide you paid for. Do you prioritize coolness or coverage when you shop? And do you run both the sit test and the window check before buying? Once the fabric foundation is right, accessories and hair become the final strokes that pull the eye upward and complete the look. Accessories and hair decide where the eye lands, up at your face, along a clean vertical line, or down at the midsection. I optimize 3 things: correct scale, soft light near the face, and crisp structure. Keep jewelry small to medium so it brightens without overpowering. Pearl studs in the 6–8 mm range or slim hoops at 10–12 mm soften features. An 1822 chain follows a V-neck naturally. If your neckline is crew, drop the pendant to 2024 to pull the gaze to center. Matte metal and mother of pearl read gentler than high shine finishes. Which flatters you more, pearls or brushed metal? Do short pendants crowd your neckline? Use scarves to complete the vertical. A rectangular silk piece, 7078x1220, looped once with both ends hanging creates a long line. In darker tops, choose ivory or blush near the face to bounce light. Square scarves, 27x27. Look best tied off-center at the collarbone. Avoid bulky knots that add volume to the bust and waist. Do you prefer a clean drape or an angled knot? Carry structure. A medium top handle or satchel, 10–12 wide, keeps angles sharp and prevents the outfit from collapsing. Let the strap fall just below the hip so it doesn't cut your torso in half. Many clients look instantly more polished when they swap a slouchy tote for a firm silhouette. Which feels more you, a compact satchel or a soft shoulder bag? Finish the leg line with shoes. Pointed toe flats or low block heels 1–1. Lengthen without strain. A sleek ballet flat works for softer looks. Match shoes to your trouser color or your skin tone to extend the line. Try this mirror test. Do your ankles look cleaner in a tapered toe or a rounded one? Hair is the frame. A soft bob grazing the jaw, long layers skimming the cheekbones, or a neat low chignon lifts attention to the portrait area. Add a 3 of lift at the crown and control halo frizz for a taller read. In an ARP survey, 71% of women over 50 felt more confident when their hair was intentionally styled. Use that to your advantage. Side part or middle, which opens your face more. If you wear glasses, a slight upsweep at the temple can lift the eye. With accessories and hair directing the gaze where you want it, the final step is context, season and occasion, to dial weight, color, and formality to the setting. Clothes should follow the climate and the calendar. The same blouse reads differently when you tune fabric weight, color, and structure to the season and the setting. Summer, choose breathable cotton and linen, cut with ease so fabric floats off the body. Light values, ivory, stone, soft pastels reflect heat and lift the face. Favor open weaves, sleeves you can roll, and hems that don't cling. A white linen blouse, fluid wide-leg pants, pointed flats, and a slim pendant creates a cool, elongated line. Does your summer feel hot-humid or hot-dry? Do you glow more in ivory or a peaky pastel? Fall-spring, move to silk blends, and refined cottons with a bit more substance. Warm midtones, olive, rust, burgundy, add depth without heaviness. Build a column, e.g., charcoal trouser plus graphite shell, then add a camel trench or a light blazer for definition. An olive silk blouse, midi skirt, and block heel ankle boots works for brunch or a casual client meeting. Which reads richer on you, olive with gold accents or burgundy with soft silver. Winter, keep warmth sleek with fine-gauge knits, pont, and silk blend shells layered under tailored jackets. Stick to a monochrome base in navy, charcoal, or deep plum, then add a knee-length wool coat. Jewel tones brighten winter skin while the column prevents bulk. A long scarf worn straight down the torso reinforces the vertical line. Do you prefer 2 layers plus a coat, or 3 lighter layers for flexibility indoors? Occasion matters. Work, neutrals and structure, ivory, navy, slate, paired with a clean blazer, small earrings, and a structured satchel. Evening, matte silk or washed satin, pearly buttons, a low chignon, and a touch of soft metal near the face. Keep shine away from the midsection. Outdoors, sleeves that cuff neatly, weather-safe block heels, a crossbody that sits just below the hip so it doesn't bisect the torso. When you wear black near the face, do you see shadow under the eyes? Try deep navy or charcoal instead. Quick fit checks, sit and stand. Does the front stay smooth? Does your topper clear the fullest hip by an inch or 2? Are your scarf ends balanced and vertical? With season and setting dialed in, lock the look with a fast 10-second exit check on proportion, drape, and light near the face. These are the 4 fit and finish mistakes I correct first, and the fast fixes that make an immediate difference. 1. Too boxy or too tight. Trade both for lightly fitted, gently released. Size for the shoulders, add 1-1. 5. Bust ease, then let the body skim rather than cling. A tailor can nip the shoulder slope and add subtle shaping, up per side at the waist, so the top follows your frame without squeezing. Do your tops collapse at the shoulders or grab at the upper tummy? 2. Hemline cutting the widest point. When a hem stops at the fullest hip or mid-tummy, the eye reads width. Raise the hem 1-2 above that point or drop it 2-3 below to restore length. Curved hems help, so does a shallow front half tuck 3-1 into a high rise to suggest a waist without exposing it. Which looks better on you, a curved hem or a straight hem with a half tuck? 3. Shiny or thin fabric. Gloss magnifies and micro jersey clings. Swap for matte, mid-weight drape, rayon/modal/bamboo 160-200G/M2, silk crepe 1416 mom, compact cotton blends 130-170G/M2. Use the pinch and drop test, fabric should fall in a smooth curve, and the sit test, no accordion creases across the abdomen. Are you prioritizing coolness or coverage when you shop? 4. Jet black at the face. On many mature complexions, it throws harsh shadows. Keep the column dark below, but lift the portrait area with ivory, champagne, shell pink, or soft gray, or add a light collar, scarf, or luminous earrings. If you love black, choose deep navy or charcoal near the face, or break the field with a V-neck and a light pendant. Do you see a difference in your under-eye area when you swap black for charcoal? One practical closet swap I recommend often: replace an oversized boxy tee and mid-rise jeans with a matte crepe blouse that has shape through the shoulders, a high-rise straight leg, and a shallow front tuck. Then add a long pendant to build the vertical. The silhouette reads taller and the waist stops shouting. Before you head out, run a 10-second check. Shoulders smooth, hem clearing the widest point, fabric draping not gripping, and light near the face. Final mirror check, 10 seconds, no guesswork. Start at the top. Shoulders and bust must sit flat, seams align at the shoulder point, no pulling across the upper tummy. Ask yourself, does the fabric skim or grab? If it's grabbing, you need 1-1.5 more ease through the torso or a softer cloth. Confirm a vertical line, an open topper, a 2022 pendant, or a scarf dropped straight to mid-torso so the eye travels up and down instead of pausing at the waist. Do you have at least one clean vertical? Scan the drape. Matte, mid-weight fabrics should fall in a soft curve. If you see shine or suction, swap to rayon, crepe, or compact cotton. Sit once. The front panel shouldn't accordion across the abdomen. Check rise and hem. A high rise, 10-12, should sit above the fullest part of the stomach and lie smooth. If the waist digs, size up in the waistband only. Place a shallow half tuck about 3-1 at center front to suggest shape. Release the sides and back. Where does your hem land? It should clear the widest hip by 1-2 or drop 2-3 below. If it cuts the broadest point, raise it or curve it. Lift the face with color and light. In daylight, hold your neckline near a window. Does ivory, champagne, or soft gray brighten your skin more than black? If black creates shadows under the eyes, break it with a V-neck and a pale pendant or change to charcoal/deep navy. Hair and finishing. A soft bob or controlled layers with a 3 lift at the crown, halo frizz smoothed, earrings in pearl 6-8 mm or brushed metal to bring light to the eyes. Which pair makes you look more awake? Leg line and shoes, pointed flats or a 1-1.5 block heel extend the silhouette. Match shoe to trouser or skin tone for length. Sleeves should end at the narrowest part of the forearm. 3/4 works for nearly everyone. Bag placement matters. Strap falling just below the hip keeps the torso unbroken. Take one quick phone photo front and side. If anything feels off, change one variable only: hem, tuck depth, or pendant length, and recheck. Do you feel taller, lighter, and more at ease? If yes, you're ready. Here are the 5 pillars to keep front and center. Choose natural, breathable fabrics. Put soft, face-brightening colors near the neckline. Favor silhouettes that are lightly fitted through the shoulders and gently released through the body. Elevate with refined details, and use accessories and hair to draw the eye upward. Clothing doesn't define you, but it can show the world the most radiant version of you. This week, make one small change. Try an A-line dress, a subtle peplum, or a clean half-tuck with high-rise pants. Tell me your body shape and undertone in the comments, and I'll tailor suggestions for you. Subscribe to Confident Beauty Over 60 for more expert guidance on ageless style. Next up, 7 outfit mistakes that exaggerate the waist and how to fix each in 30 seconds. Thank you for watching and trusting me with your style. I'll see you in the next video.